My name's Stephanie Crow, #dirtbiketeacher. You may have seen me featured on Toyota's Make Up to Mud during Supercross this past season, where we tracked pro motocross racer Christian Craig through his Supercross season. But now, since he's taking it outdoors, we're taking it outdoors, and we're gonna start tracking him for the Lucas Oil Pro Motocross Series. If you like to win autographed posters or stickers and other fun things, this is for you. And you're gonna be so much smarter next year when you go to school, and you can say, it's because of motocross. So for his first race, we wanna see how far he traveled from his hometown to Pala. We track Christian every week. We're gonna start with his hometown, which is Orange, California. Now, we can cheat and we can use Google Maps, or we can use a map. Today, we're just gonna be up with the times and we're gonna use Google Maps. It shows, right, so when we looked up on Google Maps, it showed that he traveled 422 miles from his hometown of Orange, California to Hangtown. So if we write 422 miles, this is a good place to stop for a review. Because whenever you're at school, they go, well, what is that in word form? And what is it in expanded form? And it's a lot more fun to do it whenever you're using miles that Christian traveled. When we look at 422 miles, we're gonna discuss expanded form. And expanded form is just a big addition problem. So all we're gonna do is take 422 and we're gonna write 400 plus 20 plus 2. That's all it is for expanded form. You're just looking at each place value and writing them out. The second thing is word form. Yes, it's not fun to write them in words, but it's good practice, especially if you ever get rich and you need to write checks. So to write it in word form, you would write 400 22. So you can see it's very easy. This form that you guys already know, the fancy name for it is standard form. For this week's challenge, I want you to figure out how far it takes him to go from Orange, California to Pala Raceway. Once you figure that out, I want you to write it in standard form, expanded form, and word form in the comments below. I'm gonna pick a random person and I'm gonna send them a cool sticker. If you've already watched this race, you'll know that he got 10th overall. If you're new to this sport, he races in the 250 class, and he races for 30 minutes plus 2. And at the end of each moto, he's awarded a certain amount of points. Those points are then averaged out to give him an overall place. So his overall finish for this race was 10th place. And we're gonna track him by keeping this bar graph. If you would like to make one yourself, you can do that. All you need to include is your title, positions finished, and then where he's racing. So for Hangtown, we're going to put that he finished 10th overall. So I'm gonna get my marker. I'm gonna find Hangtown. I'm gonna go up to 10th place, draw my line up to it, and then I'm gonna color it in. We're hoping as the races go on, this bar graph keeps getting smaller and smaller. Last, we're gonna talk about Christian's lap times. In Moto 1, you can see his best lap was 2 minutes, 21 seconds, and 281 thousandths of a second. For Moto 2, he had 2 minutes, 24 seconds, and 61 thousandths of a second. You can see that there's kind of a difference, but not a huge difference considering it rained for the second moto. What I want you guys to figure out is if he races for 30 minutes and then 2 laps, if he runs his best lap time for those 2 laps, how much time did he spend on the track? So I'm gonna show you how to do it for Moto 1, and then for your challenge, you're gonna do Moto 2. As I said before, he races 30 minutes and then 2 additional laps. So if we started with 30 minutes that he raced, and then assume that he ran his best lap time those last 2 laps, we need to add that 2 different times. There's many different ways to get to that answer. The way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to make an addition problem. 2 minutes, 21 seconds, 281 thousandths. And then I'm going to write it again for his second lap. 2 minutes, 21 seconds, 281 thousandths. And then when I add this, you're gonna see it's not like base 10, which base 10 is when you get 10, you carry it over to the next one. Time is a little bit different because whenever you get to the next thing, it's not 10, it's 60. So we're gonna look first at the thousandths. If I added up my thousandths, I'm gonna get 2. 8 plus 8 is 16. 2 plus 2 with that 1 is 5. So that's almost a half a second. Then I'm going to add my seconds. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. So since under 60 seconds, I can leave that alone. Then I'm going to look at my minutes. 30 plus 2 equals 34. So he raced for a total of 34 minutes, 42 seconds, 562 thousandths of a second. So for this challenge, I want you guys to figure out how long was he on the track for Moto 2. Make sure you comment your answer below, and I will pick another random answer, and this time, I'm giving out a Christian Craig autographed poster. Thank you for tuning in for my first episode of Education MOTOvation. And for my current students who are watching, don't worry, merch is coming soon. I'll let you guys know. And I want to thank Panic Rev for these awesome clothes. And if you want some awesome clothes, check out the link in my description. Enough of the school stuff, let's ride. Make sure you guys get on YouTube and you learn math and win prizes, okay?
Yeah!
Thank you for tuning in to our first Education MOTOvation video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you complete the challenges because I want to send free stuff to you.